Again. My question is, what did you think of former champion Eli Drake, and did you keep up with the product when during your time away from the cycle?
If you'd like to ask a question, please press 1. Your request has been received.
I was amused, the greatest wrestler that ever lived, the greatest friend that ever lived, the greatest champion that ever lived. I think Eli's definitely a charismatic guy. He definitely has the gift of gab, and I think sometimes, I think people overlook that he's actually a pretty good in-ring wrestler. He's very athletic. He's got a great look to him. He's in great shape. I think sometimes his character almost overshadows that, where people don't give him the credit for that. As far as following the product, you know what? I try to follow wrestling as much as I need to for someone who does it for a living, but I'm not a fanatical anymore. I think somewhere along the line, maybe I outgrew being a diehard fan of professional wrestling. I think a lot of it, to be quite honest, isn't really catered to somebody my age with my interests. I think a lot of the products geared more towards kids. I mean, that's when I started. That's when I fell in love with wrestling when I was 4 years old. But I do try to keep up to make sure I'm educated, make sure that again, as somebody does this for a profession, that I'm keeping myself in the loop with talent and what's going on with different companies, so that I'm always educated.
Now ask your question.
Yeah, Jim Varsalone, MyMural.com again. You've seen in Impact Wrestling where American Top Team has gotten involved. You see in WWE where Ronda Rousey is now stepping up and getting involved there. What are your thoughts when someone that's not per se in wrestling at the time is coming into the companies and being put in specific spots like that? Your thoughts on that area of the business?
Listen, you can go back and Jesse Ventura said it, that back when he went to go do Predator, that, the best way to make it big in the wrestling industry is go make it big in any other industry. And it's always been that way. Do I necessarily agree with that? Yes and no. Again, this is about maybe bringing notoriety and bringing more mainstream to your product. Then it would make sense to go out and bring some of these people into the fold. But I think there has always been this handicap where certain companies treat people who don't like wrestling a lot better than they treat the people who do like wrestling. Because again, they tell someone who has a passion for wrestling, "Nah, we're not interested in you. Nah, we don't have anything for you." They know that person will still be there 2, 3, 4 years down the road because this is what they love to do. If they tell that football player, their ex-football player, that they're not interested in them, that guy might disappear and they may never see him again. So they'll give that guy the contract. But the other guy, they know, will keep grinding and he'll be there if and when they decide they want him. So, I think sometimes for a lot of, men and women, there's been this idea that, and this, I've heard it from different people over the years where it's you almost get it used against you because you love wrestling so much, because they know that they can kind of kick sand in your face and you'll take it because this is what you love to do. But if you go do that to some swimsuit model, she'll go find another career. So I think that there's a balance there. I think that you need to invest in the right people, within the company. And I think that there's been some missteps over the years by all the companies to where they invest in the wrong people while not giving the credit to the people who have been there to help build that place. And what that does sometimes is creates a bit of a negative environment in the back where people don't feel like they're being rewarded for loving the industry, respecting the industry, and working hard in the industry. When they see people who don't have those things, just immediately leapfrog them and be treated completely differently.